What is up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of legal vaping age. Monster Man coming back to you. All right, T-Cat, come on.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back to Dysfunctional Family, Episode 5. And I still can't believe I've so far done 5. Jesus.
Oh, haha, you gotta turn it up.
That was the phone this time because I was sharing a bunch of things, sharing the stream everywhere. Anyway, got one last thing to do, and that is to pop up the chat just so I can read it better whenever someone has a question.
There is some people's already talking. We got Minnesota Cloud, Mike TVA, Tick Alone in the Woods, Mike. Yeah, those are the only. Oh, Jay Jerry is also in there too.
All right, so for starters, let's talk about what we're vaping on and what we are drinking. T-Cat, ladies first.
So I am vaping on my daily drip, mainly, lately. And all that is on my Maxo with the profile.
Very, very nice. I am vaping on obviously, the Titan setup, the Titan tank with the Titan mod. In that, I got some homemade strawberry champagne. And the drink, well, right here by my feet, I got about 10 beers.
Okay, well, you're drinking that. I'm drinking coffee.
So I decided, actually, me and Stevie were talking about this earlier about a topic for the shows, and he is right. I need to start writing these down better. Actually, I don't write them down at all because I'm so used to doing all this on the fly. But he does make a valid point that I need to start writing down topics that way I don't come into these blind.
Yeah. It'll be a lot better for you in the long run.
But he did come up with, me and him did talk about a good topic, and that is basically just kind of giving people a more insight of when it comes to whether they're starting out and looking for their first setup, or if they want to advance from a beginner to a more advanced setup, such as, like a 200-watt dual battery mod and a dripper. Because most starter kits nowadays are usually built-in batteries with a sub-ohm tank or a single battery with a sub-ohm tank. So I figure we kind of give some more insight on the more advanced, just in case if anybody ever has a question on how to or what to look for as far as juices, and also just kind of want people to come in here and just kind of give their story, just kind of give people more confidence when starting out.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Stevie for that pep talk before the show.
Oh, yeah, that's good enough. I'm like screwing around with my camera settings right now because the lighting's a little bit different.
So we got Marcy is back in chat. What's up, brother? Toothless Vapor, how you doing? Vaping Joe M. Hey, Joe, you know the deal. If you want to come on in, you're more than welcome to, man.
So I have news, everybody.
Here we go, folks. What's the news, T-Cat?
I have been smoke-free for 7 days, almost 7 days. Today's the 6th day, tomorrow's the 7th. And I've been solely vaping. As you can tell, I was having fun with coloring it the other day. But yeah, so I actually haven't touched a cigarette since, well, Monday.
That's always good. It's always good. Thank you, Joe. Oh, yes, folks. Thanks for the help of you guys, Truckin' Vapes, Rebuildable Ryan, everybody that I know and I talk to on a almost daily basis. With your help, I have passed the 200 subscriber mark. And from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you very much for that. Me and Truckin' and possibly Ryan, as long as Kelly Kell, we're working on a giveaway, or as Truckin' likes to put it, a chance to score, which will include a Door liquid and Clean AF said something about a top side. I'm trying to get a hold of a door. I can't figure out a way to contact her. Need a little help on that one. But as far as I know, there's going to be a heat treated hermetic RDA, a pair of Mitch Green coils, I believe a pair of Queen AF coils, and a Dead Rabbit RTA. So a pretty good chance to score, I must say so. Duke New Vapes, what's going on, man? Minnesota Class popped a question. What did he ask? Have I tried the Day One RDA? I have. I never even heard of that, honestly. So that's something we're looking into. But like with the whole.
All right, Isabella. It's time to stop what you're doing and put it away. Then get upstairs and put your pajamas on and wait for.
I have Alexa programmed. All right, Monkey, I'll be upstairs in a second, okay? Love you.
But like the whole topic about helping people, kind of give them more info on like what to start out with, or they're trying to get more advanced. Most starter kits nowadays are a built-in battery and a single battery mod with usually, I guess, sub-ohm tank. So pretty small, pretty compact designs. And they are good to start out with. But we all know it's almost like when we get our first car. It can only be good for so long until we need to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, as far as speaking about cars, my first vehicle was a 2000 Chevrolet S10 4x4. And then now I've upgraded to a full-sized Ford F-150.
Well, my first vehicle is a 2012 Veracruz by Hyundai. So, I don't know. I've already upgraded. I still want the Santa Fe, so. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
But as far as I always point people towards, I don't really like internal battery mods, mainly because once the battery craps out, you have to get a whole new mod. There's no replacing it. There's nothing. See, TCAT, what was the first one you started on?
Chaos.
The Chaos, and that was what, Sigelli?
No. Dang it, behind here. Sorry for the noise.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Yeah, Sigali.
And you have now upgraded to the Maxo 315.
Yes, but I still use my Chaos because I like being able to have something smaller at times. Because me being a hairstylist, my hands always have an issue.
Plus, your hands are not as big as mine.
Yeah, well.
And that's another thing of when it comes to picking out a setup, is there are multiple factors that should be thought of when looking for a mod. Like, not only will it have enough power to give you what you need, but at the same time, is it too heavy for you, or does it not feel good in the hand? And hold on, I need to turn that down. It also comes down to what you like. It comes down to what you like. Is it comfortable in your hand? Does it give you enough power for what you need? And at the same time, though, does it give you that power for as long as you need it? Like for me, I run usually between a 0.1 to a 0.15, 0.16, and usually run it between 180 to 250, sometimes 300 watts. That's my daily driver. Like the triple coil I have right now in the Titan is running at 0.1, and I'm running at 180 watts. What's going on there, Joe?
Not much. Just trying to get the water out of the basement.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, I heard your area got hit with that flood, or is getting hit currently.
It's not too bad in my basement. I mean, I got it along one wall, but it's soaking up from underneath because the water table, the ground water table is so high that the system that's been put in, it's overtaken it. So I have to vacuum it up with my cleaner and dump it into my sump pump so it'll be pumped out. I've got it easy. My nephew got hit real hard. He lost everything. He was able to get him, his wife, kids, and their animals out, but they lost everything in their trailer because water reached the roof of the trailer they were living in. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, and what happened? Was it a couple dams up there broke?
No, it was a simple fact that we had like 2 feet of snow, and then we got 3 days of rain. So on top of all the rain that we was getting, we was also, all the snow melt and stuff, and the dam that's upriver up in, I want to say, South Dakota or North Dakota, they had pictures of the water going. It was so flooded up there that the water was going over the top of the dam along with what they were letting out to come downstream. Now, everything south of me, breached the levees. So, it was, once it breached the levees, it was free flowing everywhere. We're still 5 feet above flood level. And we just got rain last night into today. So.
Yeah, up by me, St. Joe, it's about 40 minutes north of me. They got hit pretty hard. They're getting hit right now, actually, and which is what I'm thinking for, because I'm on a hill. I'm at the top of a hill.
Yeah, see, now I can go 12 blocks down. I don't even think that. Let's see, about 10 to 12 blocks down, and we're just about to, you're just about to the river, and we've got casinos on the river, and the casino closest to me it's at the door of the casinos on the riverside. So they've got a bunch of they've lost a bunch of parking and stuff right now, and so, and then I had to throw my stack mod away last night.
Yeah, I heard you were talking about your stack killing batteries after a couple of cycles.
I had to buy brand new batteries, and a month later they won't fucking. Well, here, these are a month old, and they've been on this charger for 2 days now, and they won't fucking take a charge. And it does it to all my fucking batteries. It don't matter if I got 20 S's, them are 30 Qs. But
Marcius, we're using Zoom.
so I'm just down to my imping. I got a pod mod coming. It'll be here Monday. It'll be the first one I've got. And so.
Yes, no, I've had a few mods on me kill batteries. One of them was, I want to say it was a BC box mod parallel, and it killed the batteries after about 2 charge cycles. Vape great, but
First, I thought it was just because of where I was buying my batteries, because I'm on a budget, so I do the cheapest I can. So I found them on eBay. So, you know, I thought that, okay, maybe that's why it is. And I'll just buy some from one of my local shops. And me and my daughter went and bought some. Her batteries are just fine. As you can see, mine won't take charge. So I figured it's got to be the mod. It ain't the bad, you know. Surely can't be that many of batteries, because it's been like 4 sets of batteries that have gone bad like that. So.
Oh shit, we got a celebrity, folks. Trucking Vapes. What's going on there, brother? Thank you for your thanks for the congrats on the 200. I could never word that correctly.
Which, by the way, congrats, Matt, on the 200, and TCAT, congrats on being out this 6 for 7 days. It will get easier as you go.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I have to go and say goodnight to the little one. Oh.
But so, like, what is your opinion on what? Like, if someone came to you, Joe, and asked, either A, hey, I'm just starting out vaping. I just started out vaping. I don't know what to get. What is your opinion? What should I go for? Like, what would you tell them?
Well, I mean, that's kind of a loaded question. I mean, first of all, you know, how many packs of cigarettes were they smoking before they, you know, wanted to stop? You know, and how, you know, you got to find out some, you know, how often they smoked, and, you know, get some ideas before you go just telling them what to pick up, because, you know, you could set them up with, like, my first one was an IPV with a baby bee stink on it. That's what I started on. My daughter bought it for me, brought it to me, and said, "Here, Dad, try this out because I want you to quit smoking." And she had already been, you know, she'd been using a setup kind of like it for 6 months, and she'd quit smoking. So, but I mean, you just got to get the feel of the person and what they're kind of wanting to do and where they're wanting to go with it. Because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, pod mods are a real good way of getting people off of cigarettes. But with a pod mod, you don't have much room for advancement, you know, to where, like, you know, like the IPV or, you know, my MPing, you know, you can upgrade tanks and go to RDAs and pretty much, you know, run everything. And it just kind of depends on how I feel about what they're wanting. So.
Trucking, I did not get a hold of Adore or Clean AF. I tried, looked for email addresses, couldn't find them. Yeah, but let's see. My first setup, my first real vape setup was the Aspire CF Sobome 2 battery, and I think it was the Atlantis version 1. Maybe had that for 5 months, maybe.
Well, keep going.
And then I kept upgrading from there. There was a point where I was buying a new setup like every 6 to 8 months, if that, maybe 4 at the earliest.
I actually found the pen that started it all.
The pen that got you started in the vaping?
That initially caused the lung infection. My hair is starting to split. But yeah, And then you guys got me the Salad got me the chaos, and then you got me this. So.
All right, people in chat are gonna get a kick out of this. When me and the Salad were up there visiting her for Christmas, Christmas of 17. I was dead tired because I couldn't sleep that night. So she let me go upstairs in her bed and actually sleep on an actual bed because I was sleeping on the couch that whole time. And I'm dead asleep, sawing logs, sound asleep in La La Land. All of a sudden, I wake up to what seemed like someone pounding me square in the ass. I mean, she's pounding, she's basically spanking me at that point, yelling, "Coils, build me coils."
Build me some coils. I think that's the way I said it too.
And normally in that situation, a normal person will like jump and freak, like, whoa, what's going on? Me? No, all she got out of me was a slow head raise and like, what? Joe, is there any way you can put the link to Zoom in chat so Marcius can pop on in?
Yeah, give me just a second. I should be able to.
I still haven't learned how to do that. I'm not a really big computer guy, folks. I'm still learning this whole thing.
Oh, that's why you got to come up here so I can teach you. Oh. Catch 22. Now he decides to call. 1 second, everybody, as I go and grab the little box for my pen.
Like, because see, and everyone's taste in vapes is completely different. We're all different as far as tastes. Look at Jay Hayes. He likes the smaller, compact, higher resistance, higher voltage vapes. Where for me, I like the big, hard hitting stuff that produces clouds the size of, or as Jared Vaping Goat puts it, clouds the size of Yukons.
Yeah. And I mean, when my daughter brought it to me, it was to get me to quit smoking, period. Because she lives with me, and so does my grandson, and with me and my wife, and she would sit there and watch me just get worse because I couldn't, I'd get up to the bathroom, be out of breath, and so she brought it to me, and she's like, "Here, Dad, try this." And, I mean, I didn't quit smoking right away. It took me a little while to do, but I want to say it was roughly about 4 months before I, put down the cigarettes completely. But after that, my breathing and everything got so much better. My health got better. I was taste like trucking does all the time. It changes it. My taste buds get better. So, I mean, I was glad with it, but within 6 months, I was able to, or I changed from sub-ohm tank to rebuildables because I had been studying about that. So, but, I mean, it's just, everybody's different, and everybody's going to take it's going to take them what it does until they get off.
Look at me, for example, about 1.5 years.
And Duke Nukem, I don't know what went wrong with the stack. It's an old AB stainless steel stack mod. I've still got it sitting here, but it's just killing the battery. So I I can't afford to be buying 4 to 6 batteries every month for a month, you know. So I'm back to my little in thing, which works just fine. So and
this
I'm sorry to get. I did put the link in the room number in. Should be able to.
found it. Zoom number.
I gotta figure out how to share it.
Like hell when
Did you want-
I'll say when TCAT was looking for, like, when someone comes to me and asks me for what should I get next for a next setup, I can't really give someone a precise device. So I literally give them like 10 different devices. Like, these are the ones that I've used or have either I've owned or used a few times from like a friend or such. These seem really good. Give them a check.
Yeah, and I mean, the bad thing is you can't always, when you go to give them advice on what to try to start out with. It's so damn hard because everybody's taste is different. So I mean, the first thing I always tell people is, look, if you're looking to start vaping, you're in the long run going to spend less money than what you would buying cigarettes, but to start out with, it's going to cost you a little bit because, I mean, it's just the way it is. You got to be able to buy the mod, the tank, the juice, But I definitely recommend either a pod mod or some kind of like a all-in-one starter kit or some type of sub-ohm tank for them, so that because that's what you got for your best for best advancement, and I mean, they can close down on a sub-ohm. You can close down your air control and stuff like that. So
unless I got a friend coming to me for about rebuildables, then well, you just entered my territory.
well, see, and when I went to rebuildables, my daughter tried it, and she went out the same day that I got my first RDA because a buddy of mine gave it to me. She went out that night or that day. We went to a local shop and bought the same exact RDA. And when it's time to change coils or rewick or anything, she just brings it out to me and says, "It's time." So then, dear old dad just I take care of it and do it. But before I did that, I went and found out about rebuildables and Ohm's law and battery safety and all that, because I'm the type I like to to investigate what I'm doing, And I am trying to figure out how to share the Zoom room.
Zoom room number or?
Well, I put Zoom room number in the chat, but everybody's saying that they can't access it.
Although they have to download it first.
Well, If it's an actual Zoom room link, all you have to do is just click on that link and it would take you right to it, kind of like what trucking does.
If he's on a computer, he really see Zoom. If I remember correctly, Zoom does have a actual website.
Well, yeah, I was just on it because I'm on my laptop all the time, and then I got my tablet for Zoom. But
Got it.
figure it out.
You go into invite when you go onto the thing. Hit invite, and then copy URL.
Oh, that's how it works.
Tech savvy. So I found it. I actually left it on my bed. So this is the lovely, miraculous.
Oh, one of those things.
Yep. This is what caused me to have a lung infection. And it still has the coils. I can't find the pens. I know the pens are somewhere upstairs, probably in a basket. And then I got like a couple other pens at the time. But yeah, that's it.
Lord have mercy. Those things sucked.
Yeah, no wonder. It was made in China.
What's not made in China anymore?
Well, it's cheaper to get things from China, okay?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're all right. It is cheaper to freaking buy shit out of China than it is anywhere else.
Yeah, about what was it, like 90%, if not more, of the products that are on the market right now are made in China.
Yeah.
In
But
Taiwan.
to be honest, I don't really care where the products are made. If I get one and it's good quality, that's all that matters. Do I like it? Is it good quality? Is it built? Is it made good? Can really give a shit less on where it was made from.
Well, and I mean, look at it. You get high end, you buy from Philippines or or buy it here in the States. Look at the price of it. 150 to 500. Now,
That's another factor, yeah.
Monster Man.
Yo,
Can, from Mike, can anyone hop into Zoom or no?
Mike, yes, you can. The only thing I ask is ask first. That's the only thing I ask.
but I mean, look at like my Warrior. You can pick these up for 25, 30 bucks. And they work great. I the only complaint I've ever had about this Warrior was the O-rings were too tight for my grip because I don't think the best anymore. But all I was changing O-ring, got a little bit looser fitting so that I'm able to pull it off when I need to.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all right, Toothless. Hey, man, hey, how you doing, man?
My phone, it came on, and then it went. This phone goes, it's screwy. It goes below 50%, gives me a low battery warning.
What kind of phone?
I had to hook up to my charger.
What kind of phone is it?
LG V30.
LG V30?
Yeah.
I had the same issue with my G6.
I called them and my deductible it's gonna cost like $39 to repair it, and my deductible is $2. So, and I don't have the money at the moment. So I'm gonna have to wait. But I asked to come on. I got a few you were talking about, like pods and starter kits, and I've got one right here. The Aspire Sprite.
Nice.
Just a little. I mean, I've had this about 6, 7 months. I use 45 milligram and I've got a new. What did I do?
See, I got a new phone myself.
Yeah.
My other one was just, well, Monster Man knows this. There's like a crack, like a bunch of dots of
Yeah.
cracks in a straight line. It's the weirdest thing ever. There's like no other little squiggly lines. And it's just boom, 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 cracks. I still have it upstairs.
Your phone looks like it has the bad case of the measles.
Oh.
Yeah, but now I got a new phone, the S9, and oh my god, it
What
is
is it?
an S9.
Wow.
Samsung S9. Yes,
That's a nice
absolutely
phone.
amazing. I didn't get the Plus because I hate large phones.
Right.
I like the smaller they are, that fits in my hand nicely, is better.
No,
And-
I'd just like to get a nice. I don't care how big it is.
And it basically, like, it runs so much better. I actually have a really funny story about the the screen protectors.
Yeah.
I bought one yesterday, and I'm walking around and all happy because now I got a screen protector to protect my phone. I get in my car, and I notice that the screen is moving. I'm like, why is this little thing moving? So I pop it into my little socket, and I drive all the way to Home Depot to go pick up some boxes so I can clean the basement. Well, what did you know? I get into my vehicle. I'm ready to put this little thing into the socket. And somehow, some way, the thing turns a little bit. I hear pop, 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 pop on the side here because the glue's not sticking.
Yeah.
But my nail broke the screen.
Oh my.
And I'm like, what just happened here? So
You
I'm
were
sitting-
handling the phone a little too hard.
a little too rough, apparently. And I'm like, maybe my nail's that strong? I don't know what just happened here, but it just, and a huge crack was from here all the way around. And I'm
The
like,
screen?
the screen protector. So I took
Oh,
the screen,
protector.
and
Okay.
it came off with ease. I'm like, okay, that's not supposed to happen. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I think I should go back. And my daughter's in the back. She has to go to the bathroom really bad. And she's like, just go, Mom, just go there. It's a straight line. Just go. So I go all the way back to the mall just to go talk to this guy. The guy thought that like I already dropped my phone. And I'm like, no, I didn't drop my phone. My nail broke it.
Mhm.
I'm
He's like,
telling you,
"Let's-"
folks, she's got like Wolverine claws for nails. Nothing can break them.
I mean, yet they're so bendable. They bend and break easy, but yet I put them up against something and it starts, it's like
I
razor
think-
sharp.
Think it's the screen protector that takes most of the damage. So if you drop it, that's the first thing that's supposed to break.
Yeah. But it was just
Can't
funny.
buy a good enough screen protector.
I don't know.
You buy it in big, thick screen protectors. It helps out a lot. But
Yeah.
if you buy just the cheapy screen protectors, your screen will still break.
Yeah. No, I paid
And
a
I've got
nice
proof. Mine's all busted to crap.
I paid a nice $20 for it. The other one, they wanted me to pay like $50 for like this huge, massive thing, and I'm like, I don't have that much money. I'm already spending $150 just to lower down my bill.
No. I have it. Luckily, don't drop my phone. It's in my pocket most of the time. I have the dropsies. I'm always dropping mods in the house, outside, everywhere. I'm surprised I still have as many as I have.
So, Toothless, question
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
What was going on with them coils that you got?
I got
Something
it.
you said something was off.
I got it right here. This piece in the end.
Oh shit, came right off.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is sitting in the bottom of the well of the when it sits on the tank. I pulled this, I unscrew this, and this is just sitting on the bottom.
Okay, and you bought them from Element.
I just got some new ones in yesterday from Vapor DNA. So I just put the first one in today.
How many did you buy from Element Vape?
6.
you still have the copy of the receipt that they send you?
No, I've had these since they first came out. I use different tanks, so I just put it aside and forgot about it. And then I saw, oh, I got my Sprite. Oh, I think I'll try these because they're about 2 months old. No, I don't have a copy of the receipt.
Oh, I was going to say, because Element Vape is really good about taking care of customers.
They said the
Oh.
same thing. I had texted them and they said, come up with a copy of the receipt and just send back the coils. I said, well, I've only got one. Well, I got those from Vapor DNA. These are the last ones from Element Vape. This one right here. The rest of them got chucked. I mean, I was getting a very spitty. This is the first one that's fallen apart.
Jesus.
I don't know. I tried. I looked. I mean, it fits.
Well, granted, every pack, at least one or every other pack of coils usually has a bad coil off the jump.
Well, I texted Horizon Tech, and according to them, they had some bad batches go out in the last couple of months, and they've been getting them back. So maybe mine was one of them.
Yeah,
It's
because
just
like,
423.
you got to figure they when they're making them coils, I mean, they're putting them coils out thousands and thousands a day, you know, I mean, so the chance of getting something that's bad off a production line, I mean, that's just about anything. Anywhere, you're going to get something screwed up at one point in time.
I don't care if it's that, if it's mod, you get bad, it happens. I mean, I saw a video of one of the production lines in China, and you've got them coming down a production line and doing different things, and you've got a guy sitting there next to a TV screen that's zoomed in, and that's how he's looking at them, and that's how he's QCing them. There's nobody touching them, nobody grabbing them. Every so often, it used to be you take one, look at it, or whatever it was, not a mod, but I made floppy disks in the past. I made other things, and you always checked every, couple of hundred. Coming down, these mods are coming down, zipping by them. It's just sitting there in front of a TV screen. I don't know if anybody's really checking them or not, but that was a mod manufacturer. This coil, so a big difference. Like you said, thousands of coils. Hey, you might get 6 bad ones. I might have gotten 6 in a row. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with this one. If this one goes bad, then I will send it back to Vapor DNA and get my money back. Or maybe it's another batch that went. I don't know. I couldn't tell
Well,
you.
and I mean, that's the whole thing. Whenever you buy something, most of the time you try to keep the receipt. So, but I mean, how many people actually keep the receipts for coils?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if I paid $40 for the set, yeah, but I think it was $9.95. So $20.
Receipts.
Yeah. So what's going on, everybody?
What's going
How
on
you
there,
doing?
Mike? How you doing, man?
Oh, doing good. I have a funny story. That's how I went into rebuildables. I had the Arctic tank. If anybody remembers that little sub-ohm tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a bad batch of coils, and I think I'd spent quite a bit of money on, I think that was like my 6th or 7th box of coils. Finally said, F this. And I got the Dark Horse RDA, which I'd been looking at for a long time. And local vape shop guy taught me how to build, and been rebuilding ever since. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that was my way into it.
Yeah.
I build, but the problem is, as you can see my hand,
Yeah.
going in meticulously. I have tremors and possibly other. I've got muscular dystrophy, CP, diabetic neuropathy. I don't want to get into that, but I've got problems. So trying to get in and put coils in until this stops. So I just have to wait. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe the day after when it happens. Then then I'll change my coils in my Titan, my Aromalyzer Plus.
Well, if you have you seen the goat RDA, because Grim has,
Toast.
yeah, that RDA is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's the coils are built onto it.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely help.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been looking at. I'll have to wait till next month to do it.
I understand. Yeah, I got 4 kids. Trust me, I'm on a budget too.
Well, it's not 4 kids, it's the apartment, and I'm on disability, so
Yeah.
that eats up most of my money.
And that was the thing that I was looking at too when I switched to rebuildables, was the fact that, you know, spending $25 on a set or on 5 coils.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, that was smock, and, you know, we all know how smock lasts.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, you know, it was more like, you know, I'd spend $25 on 5 coils, and I'd have to go to the shop and buy a couple extra ones until I got the next order in. And when I started looking at cost of that of the rebuildables, it's like $12 a month.
Well, I mean, this is a package with Tofo coils right here.
Yeah.
That's $9.99 for 10 coils. I've got 8 left. So yeah, I agree. If you go through a set a week, that's 2.5 months right there, at least in one tank.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I
if
went
you
on.
coils and
Sorry.
stuff, treat them right. Man, coils will last you months before you got to actually change out the coil, just depending on, you know.
The
So
longest a set of coils lasted me was 6.5 months, and it was just twisted 22 gauge Canthal, and it was one of my first builds, and I was like, holy crap! All I did was rewick like once every week and a half.
I'm a build nut. I mean, I'll be lucky if my coils last a week, regardless if they're still good or not.
You're like, screw this. I'm just chunk them. Let's put a new build in here.
Oh, and TCAT will back me up on this. Every time I go up to Canada, guess what I pack with me?
Everything.
Wire.
My build supplies.
Yeah.
I'm talking. I bring the whole vise, swivels, drill. I bring everything.
Funny enough, I didn't even learn how to build a fuse Clapton on a swivel. I did it freehand, and the guys at the vape shop were like, "How are you doing that?" I'm like, "Practice."
Yeah, practice. You gotta do it real slow.
No, I wasn't slow. I would sit there and they're like looking at me going, "Well, it's kind of janky, but it's pretty good." I'm like, "Do you want one or not?"
First time I ever made it, I just observed what Monster Man was doing. I observe and I do.
Yeah, I gotta get
And
my.
he was more surprised that I made a 3 coil. He was going to take me a basic one.
Of course, somehow she can bend 18 gauge and I can't.
Holy crap! Wow.
I can still do it if I had the 18 gauge. Oh wait, do I have the 18 gauge? I have, I think, an 18 gauge.
How do you tell the difference with the gauges? How does that work?
It says on it.
The smaller the number,
The bigger the wire.
the bigger the wire.
Okay, thank you.
Canthal is more malleable. Nichrome, better flavor. Stainless steel is I'm on stainless steel, but that's me. And that's my preference. I like Nichrome and Canthal together.
Well, I've heard stainless steel is more if you want for temperature control.
You can do it without, but yeah, it's more temp control.
Yeah, you can do stainless in wattage mode. However, you can't pump too much power through it because then it I heard a lot of things. I heard it messes up the composition of the metal. It
Oh, there it is.
give you a very strong metallic taste.
Yeah.
There's the 18 gauge that I made.
And nickel wire there for a while was the rage, and then everybody's like, yeah, we're getting away from that.
Yeah.
Salad, we cannot hear you, man.
There's the 18 gauge.
Holy, that's pretty good.
She broke that? Oh my
1,
God.
2, 1, 2.
No wonder why the screen protector broke.
We can hear you now, Salad.
Test.
We can hear you,
Yeah.
Salad.
Mind you, like,
I'm allergy myself.
Oh yeah.
Before I forget, Monster Man, thank you for having me on.
Hey, no problem.
Same here, bud. Same here.
I'm for everybody. I'm everybody's monster.
Next Friday, I think the next Friday or the Friday after, I'm going to be on a new channel called Vape School.
Sweet.
I
Nice.
don't know. It's a couple of guys. I don't even have the names. It's in my phone, so I can't see it.
He's cheating on us.
No. Sundays I'll still be here, definitely. Either talking or in chat, in chat or live. But they mentioned, they said, well, like
you didn't even pay for dinner. Jesus.
Right?
the last 2 weeks I've been a Monster Man, so I can't do Sundays. And he said, well, Fridays. I was offered it's a new channel, new everything. So we'll see.
Now for the high end guys, if you like Tube Mix, the Dreamer, oh my god, I love this thing.
You see, I just couldn't get into mechs. I mean, I bought like 2 mechs. I bought the BCM, and I want to say it was the 80s mod.
Well, I can't complain because that was my first Tube Mech. Because I with my children, and I was just scared, honestly. I was scared of Tube Mechs with all the stories coming out, people being stupid, battery safety. That's why I preach battery safety all the time with newer. You have to learn this shit.
Yep.
So I went straight regulated there for the longest time. I have a Maxo. It's sitting on my shelf right now, but the battery door is As much as I love that thing because it fits my big ass mitts. Oh, sorry, big mitts. I don't know if we can cuss on here.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, your Titan setup. You know what Jared the Vaping Goat's daughter calls that, right?
The dildo
No.
setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah, Jared's my boy. I love that guy to death.
Hell,
He's
me
the
and him only live like a half hour apart.
Yeah, when he was off for like 3 months doing the remodel, I was like, dude, you're 8 hours away. I can be there in no time. If you want me to come up, tell me. No, I'm good. I said, you're gonna hurt yourself if you don't stop. He doesn't listen. He's hard headed. Ask about the door dent incident. Yeah, he's hard headed.
Although I will admit though, he's a lot shorter than I thought he'd be.
Oh, and vaping with Ken's a lot bigger than I thought he'd be. Holy Christ. That dude's
6'4".
Andre the Giant's son.
Yeah. I've never seen him live, but I've seen him on TV, and you can tell he's a big man. I mean, he's losing
All you gotta
weight.
do is watch the MVE vlogs, dude. You can tell how big he is. Like Michelle Doldime is 5'7", and she's like looking up at Ken.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's me. And Sal and TCAT can testify to that. Just how big I am.
I
Yeah,
literally
you're-
need to go like this.
I'm 6'4", so
I'm 6'5".
I'm short. I'm 5'9".
5'8".
I'm
Shit,
6'5"
I'm 5'9".
and 350 pounds.
130.
270.
Toothless.
yeah.
And Mike, did you guys hear my news?
1 week.
1 week.
Yeah, 1 week. I heard it on there. I put congrats. That's fantastic.
Okay. If I say I hit my 4-year date in June, does that help? You can
Yes.
get there too.
That's hot. I smoked for 40 years
15.
today.
20.
So,
Yeah, 15 years. And what did it for me was my wife and I were going to the movie theater. I like to sit at the very top. I got halfway up the steps, couldn't fucking breathe, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I can't do this shit anymore. Plus spending $4.50, $5 a pack at that point, I'm done.
Mine
You know,
is
go ahead.
my reason was because of the prices that are going up.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, not worth it anymore.
Well, that, and I don't want to do to my kids what my dad did to me. Hey, son, don't smoke. Yeah, that really fucking worked.
Yeah.
I need to stop dropping F-bombs.
We got Jared Vaping Goat in chat. What's up, brother?
Oh my God, is he here?
I can't see him because I
He's
only
in-
have.
Say his
he's
name,
bad, but
his name, and he shows up.
Oh, get him in here. Tell him to get in the Zoom.
He said he probably can't come on tonight, but he definitely wanted to stop in and say hello.
Hi, Jared.
Hello, Jared.
Jared, you beautiful bastard.
My ugly self now. Live.
Hello, Jared.
And if you pay him enough, he'll do something special for you. You'll have to ask him what that is, Monster.
Oh God.
Well, I've already gotten him and Ken together, and Ken's not the big spoon, if that catches your drift.
Oh, just as I was looking at the other day because it was National Puppy Day or something.
Oh yeah.
There is a National Goat Day. That's June 16th. So
Oh,
June-
that's gonna be.
Well, I'm going to celebrate the goats.
Well, there's not an 8-day, otherwise, yeah. Damn it.
Yes, Jared, that is your line. I wanted to quote you in a proper shout out.
So is that the day that everybody just eats goat or what? This goat meat's awesome.
At that point, Jared's butthole just puckered.
Wait. When you say goat meat and smoking, does that mean Jared's gonna have a smile on his face?
That's only when Ken gives him a reach around.
It disappeared.
He got off a chat really quick after that.
No, he said, "Oh shit, June 16th is not officially my damn day, baby."
But Mike, you were saying earlier your Maxo's door was having problems.
Yeah.
Velcro straps.
Oh my God, that's
Mine's
awesome.
getting there.
Oh, yeah, like you barely set mine down and the door pops up. I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
This
So
one,
it's a.
this one works, but the board crapped out on it.
Oh no, I had two. My first one, the board crapped out because my son accidentally spilled a whole cup of Coke on it.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn.
I was like, I can't be mad at him because it was an accident. And
Ouch.
that was when they were still, what were they, like $60 at that point when they first came out?
wow.
Okay, I gotta say this. Jared says, "Backing up, cheek spread with no lube. God help me."
I'm
I'll
sure
tell
one
Ken
of
to
us
bring
will.
this. I was gonna say I'll tell Ken to bring the sandpaper condom.
Oh,
Actually, what we can do is go to over the UK Vape Show. What's his name? Dean the Devil Vapor has a piece of wood about this big.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It's a bottle
Oh.
opener.
Jared will be like, "Oh shit, splinters, Jesus!" By the way, I do this to Jared all the time in Discord, so this is nothing new.
Bah.
I give Jared shit all the time too. Hell, one time, me and him, when I was over at his house, he's staring at because I brought my lipo mod with the Colorado RDA on it.
Oh, is that where you opened up the door? Yeah, he told me that story.
What
Did he tell you
story?
about his reaction when he hit it?
No.
No, what's the story? I haven't.
Go ahead, Monster.
So about 4 weeks ago, I went over to Jared's house to finally meet him, and again was a lot. I know, don't take offense to this, Jared, but you were a lot shorter than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be like my height, and we talked a little bit about YouTube and reviewers. He was just kind of giving me some advice. But the whole time, every time I took a hit of my lipo mod, he just kept staring at me. And I was like, "Do you want to hit this?" And he was about ready to grab it. And I went, "Hold on." Rejuice about 10 mils later. And I put the cap back on. I handed it to him. It was like at like 12 volts on a 0.5.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did he choke? Did he choke his chicken? Oh, sorry. My bad, Jared. Love you.
I think the chocolate starfish shriveled up. The shrimp shriveled up, His eyeballs screwed about the size of water.
It's not a chocolate starfish. It's a rusty sheriff's badge. Get it right. This is why you cannot have me on a live show.
Basically, as he said in chat, I almost died.
No, tell him about it.
Mike, you are nothing compared to me on the lewd, crude nature. Trust me.
Well, the funny part is I've been trying to talk Jared into getting me, Ken, and him on a live show every week, but he won't do it.
I'll be
Damn it.
right back.
All right.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, if you want to, man, we can do it. Just give me a time and a place and show me how to do this crap because I'm like Monster Man. I'm computer illiterate. Unless it's a PlayStation 4, then I'm all in.
He just said my lungs jumped out and smacked me in the face because I deep hit that shit and coughed like a first timer with a gravity bong.
You can even ask Salad or Monster Man that when Salad gets going, I start going, and then we're tag teaming. Remember with Danker?
And then I'm on the floor for about 15 minutes, not breathing because I'm laughing too hard.
If it's not one hit, it's the other hit. Because him and I are like literally two peas in a pod.
So Danker is a coworker of Monster Man and I's, and occasionally he'll come up to Canada with me, like Monster Man does from time to time. And one of the times that she was in town, we went over to Danker's son's place, and it devolved into round after round of speed bagging Danker's son's testicles, and it.
Oh shit! Oh.
I could be pretty crude when I want to be.
I fell out of the chair laughing so hard, and every time I get my breath back, they do something else, and I lose it all again.
he was just. I think you passed out for a few moments because you didn't get any oxygen in your lungs. My goodness, I can't talk.
That's okay.
It was quite funny. I had to like almost do CPR on him without the touching of the mouse. That was Danker's job.
So, Monster, are you taking what Jared told you, his advice, and applying it?
Well, I used to have a pitch black backdrop behind me.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got rid of that. Don't feel bad. He used to have one, and he used to keep the light on all the time behind him by accident. If you ever watch his blooper videos, you need to. They're epic.
I did. Dude, his latest one was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Dog. He's like,
just bit.
trying to record a video. You look down, and the dog is chewing on his asshole.
How the hell his wife puts up with him is beyond me. Hello.
Well, his wife's even saying, no, he's just chewing on his butt. That's his asshole.
I forgot. Oh, shit.
You look down and you see your dog's tongue and run across his dirty balloon knot.
Oh, God. Sounds like Jared. Oh, shit. Oh, by the way, the reason why I'm in my car right now is because I got 2 rowdy kids, a dishwasher, and my washing machine going. I wouldn't be able to hear anything, or you guys would be like, would you shut that shit off so we can actually have a conversation, please?
Hell, I'm down in my basement. I got the water heater right over there, like literally 8 feet, 10 feet from me. I'm amazed you guys can't hear that thing when that thing kicks on.
Well, before the entire show, he had all of his lights off, and I couldn't see a thing. And I'm like, okay, I guess he might have, turned off his video. And then what does he do? He gets closer into the screen, and his head starts like illuminating from the little light that he has. And I couldn't it was.
That's
funny.
creepy as shit.
It was creepy. And he's just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this now. Turns on the light.
I thought he was gonna go get in the van.
Get in the van.
Because I got one bulb on up here, and I got my 2 LED rings going on right over here. And
if I was to show my little setup, you'd be like, what?
Oh, don't worry, Jared has a little setup all the time.
So I had both of them off. So there's one.
Monster's like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge that.
There's that one off.
That's creepy as shit.
And then if I come up here,
Monster Man, I thought I told you to wear a freaking bra.
So that's
my
like
tits are bigger.
I have a lamp literally on me right now, and it's actually meant for reptiles. So it's
Oh,
getting
cool.
really warm underneath that light. And then I have another light just to illuminate everything else.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You're Canadian.
I do have a car light.
So right now you can't see me for shit.
Oh, I can see your arms waving. By the way, do that in private, not in public. I don't even know Monster Man, and I'm giving him crap, dude. I'm sorry. I love you. Please don't kick me off.
Eventually, I'm going to have a actual streamer's light. So cool. They're like little lights, but like this big. So
There you go.
adorable. And this little circle that's all LED, bright light in your face.
I know that feeling.
Oh my goodness. See, I knew I could trust Jared. He did say you were cool as shit.
I'm just
He's back.
oh man.
Am I muted?
Not
No,
right
you're
now.
not muted anymore.
No.
You're fine.
You were like earlier when you were trying to talk.
I blame.
It kind of reminds me of the
Blame
joke.
Daker.
It reminds me of the joke I pulled on my grandpa when I was a kid. My grandpa had hearing ears, God rest his soul, but he had hearing aids. And I would walk into the living room and just start mouthing words off to him, like his thing was turn all the way down.
For those of you hearing age, you'd have to tune in.
Yeah, he turned them up and he went, "What?" And I went, "Hi, Grandpa."
Oh my God, I'm sure he wanted to beat the snot out of you.
He was a retired World War II veteran.
Wow.
Oh, dude, you have balls.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I slept in the truck that night.
I'm sure you did.
Windows up, doors locked.
My grandfather would have just taken a cane and hit me upside my head. Probably broken the damn thing. I'm hard-headed as fuck.
That's how my dad used to tune the world out. When he didn't want to hear people, he just wanted to relax and read a book or something. Turn his hearing aids off, and then we'd have to go in the room and scream at the top of our lungs.
I don't need hearing aids for that. I could just tune out everybody. I'll be doing someone's hair and they'll just start talking randomly about something stupid or about their entire life. And I'm just like, and I'm
I
now
just did an
zoned.
episode of Rick and Morty in here, and I'm like giggling. Everybody's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Nothing. Damn Pickle Rick, you're awesome.
I actually have Pickle Rick. I
Oh,
actually
shit.
have Pickle Rick.
Hold on. If we're showing Pickle Rick, hold on. I got to put you down for a minute.
Pickle Rick.
Please tell me you've got a tattoo in the same spot as Kelsey Grammer from
Nice.
No, but I have the battery wrap.
I got stretchers.
Nice.
Not only that, I also have unicorn ones. That is literally pooping out a rainbow.
Oh, shit. Thanks, I coughed on the inhale. Ah.
It's- I haven't worn them yet.
Time.
Looking.
Sorry, next time I'll remember to cup the balls. Jesus.
It's pooping out a rainbow.
Holy shit, that's awesome. That brings that slogan of Taste the Rainbow to another epic proportion. Holy shit.
Right.
I mean, it's satisfying.
I originally, because mine are now, it went from a 2 to now a 0, my stretchers. I can never wear these again.
Oh.
But I can bring them back and get new ones, so I have the fortunate. I'm fortunate that way. I gotta clean it though.
Oh my goodness.
Butter.
Wait, we totally got off topic, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
I am hoping that I can probably like redesign this and put the Batman symbol on it somewhere. Maybe.
Or you can go to J-Raps back when I had my Rillo RX 200. I got a Joker battery wrap. I'll take a picture and I'll have to give it to Monster Man or something. It's still on there. Except for the Rillo likes to auto fire now, and I'm not using that damn thing.
Well, I figured out like what actually stays, what markers that I can actually use that actually stays on this.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have so much fun. I just gotta go to the dollar store and go and grab them.
So what topic were we talking about before we started talking about other shit?
I don't know. First time vapes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Used for beginners.
Yeah, something
To
like
me,
that.
I would always recommend a sub-ohm tank because they're easy.
Or something like this, a pod system. This is draw.
Yeah, I have a Me Pod.
Yeah, this is Nemo Vape N7. I got it. I got it for I think it was $7.99 or $8.99 off of Vapor DNA. They had a sale on them, so I grabbed a couple.
There you go.
But here was the other problem with sub-ohm coils, because I was about ready to say this until the conversation took an immediate left turn.
Or in my case, the right way to go.
What is the best prank you have done?
Best prank? Probably putting cellophane over the toilet seat for my brother.
I got one of my exes to say that he loves male midgets.
Oh my God. I can't look at you with a straight face anymore.
The best prank I've done was to my grandpa, but if you talk about like the funniest thing you ever saw, I saw a legal midget walking down a grocery aisle with a family-sized box of Lucky Charms.
Box is bigger than him.
If you can get one of them to walk out of the supermarket with any Keebler Elf cookies. Hey, sir, you need to pay for that. Oh, fuck you. We built these.
That's fucked up.
All right, if you think that's fucked up, you need to listen to Brad Williams.
Oh God!
Ah, yes, you knew what I was talking about.
I am 4 feet fucking tall. Okay. Talking about when he went up to Montreal during a big snowstorm.
he wore the soccer flag so people could see him.
A normal sized person, you trip and fall in a foot and a half of snow, your knee gets wet. It's winter time. He falls to a foot and a half of snow, he dies. Which, I get that some people have a legal fear of little people.
But holy shit.
But Brad makes a good point though. It's not like that shit's contagious. A midget just can't walk up scratch and you're like, I'm melting.
Yeah.
His story about what he did to
John Stamos.
yes, humping his leg. I need to stop ruining the special for him. Let them watch it on YouTube.
Jennifer Ann, how you doing, hon?
For midget stories, I used to go to a lot of wrestling events before it got real big. This was a midget called Sky Low Low. He was like 3'7", 3'8", really short. I was at the wrestling event. It was at the Worcester Memorial Auditorium. You know, 3,000 people were there. And we were in back. And
Oh my God! Now I know where you're at. You in Worcester? You outside of Worcester?
Coventry, Rhode Island.
Ah, cool.
About 60 miles south of Worcester.
Yeah, I live in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Go figure.
Okay. Huh?
I'm no better. I'm originally from San Francisco, California. I live in Kansas City, Missouri now.
Aren't you fucking praising God? You live in Kansas City instead of San Francisco after what they did.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Shame.
now they're gonna ban. They want to ban all vaping. Everything. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
no flavors, nothing.
yeah, that's obviously they don't give a crap. Here, we'll let everybody die from cigarettes. It's just we're just cleansing our city. Yeah, we'll let bums crap in our streets. Idiots.
No, but one of the
Unmute Joe. Unmute Joe.
Unmute Joe.
Who?
Oh shit.
Joe.
Sorry. Is there?
Yeah, we got you.
Shit, San Francisco gives out needles to the junkies,
Yeah, we know, idiots.
but they want to ban vaping.
It's for the kids. Yeah, if the kids walk barefoot, they'll hit a hypodermic needle and get HIV. Idiots.
Not for the
Yeah.
kids.
I'd have to step in that pile of shit that somebody just took in the alley.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I have no respect for that city. Used to.
Makes me ashamed.
I used to be a Niners fan.
Yeah.
Now I'm a Browns fan. What the hell was I thinking?
At least you're not a Raider fan.
No, I'm not that desperate.
I'm a Bears fan. I always have been.
Oh, I got respect. Duh, Bears.
I will say though, I'm still a huge fan of the San Francisco Giants.
Indians.
Anything Boston except the Bruins.
Do you know how fucked up it was back in 2014? I live in Kansas City. The Kansas City Royals versus the San Francisco Giants for the World Series.
Oh, must have been.
How much?
I probably spent about $4,000 in 1 month repainting my truck because people were graffitiing Kansas City Royals on my truck.
Oh, that's
I've never been to the Chiefs game, but I want to go now. Not when they're playing Cleveland, though. I don't want to see that massacre again. That was bad. It was horrible.
well,
And I don't want to
Cleveland
give Jared any more ammunition than he's already got.
did a little better this year than they did last year.
Do what?
Cleveland did a little bit better this year than they did last year. Last year they were
Well,
16. They were 6-10 or
yeah, well, you can't improve on shit unless you polish it.
When was the last time the Browns actually had a good season?
Hey, shit, 2007? They went 10-6, and then it went downhill. And they went 7-9 and 14, and then went back downhill because they drafted Johnny Moron, which, by the way, he's playing in the city about an hour and a half away from me now, so I can't get away from that asshole. Because Memphis is literally an hour and a half away from me. Now we got Baker Mayfield. I actually like that kid.
yeah, he's the kid for Kansas City is good too.
Yeah.
The quarterback for Kansas City. Second year, he's doing really good.
And as much as I hate saying this because I'm an Ohio State fan, Tom Brady is a good quarterback.
Yeah, thank you.
He's the greatest of all time.
Well, it's
Damn it.
amazing how good you are when you can get away with practically everything.
Oh, shit. Oh, Gronk retired today. You all see that?
Yeah,
Did he?
yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
At 6 o'clock via Twitter or something.
Yeah, the Twita.
I think his next stop, well, it's either movies or WWE.
I can see him doing acting, but
No, he was in.
Well,
I mean,
he's
he
been-
was 2 years ago.
He's
Yeah.
been on WWE several times.
Yeah.
But
yeah, wasn't he like in a WrestleMania or part of a WrestleMania? Or
Yeah, he speared Jinder Mahal at WrestleMania 31.
It was just like the pre-show.
oh
Yeah.
well,
on a couple of the shows after that.
that reminds me.
Audience,
Gotta take
yeah.
my son.
I mean, if he gets into wrestling, it'll probably end up being part-time. He won't go full-time. He won't need it. He's a name. Just brings out there the Gronk.
Hey,
My 5
Hey.
million to make my 20 appearances, and that's it.
yeah, he's like Brock Lesnar. You know, pay him $15 million, and he only shows up 5 times a year.
That's what it is.
I
Business-
see him just doing what he's been doing here lately, and that's getting into the commercials. And I mean, the man's got all the fucking money in the world. So
Touche. Now, if I could just put a vape in his hands, then he can get them off our ass.
well, you
Well, I
know, here's what I don't understand. Okay, we have such a problem with the FDA and shit, and everybody against vaping. Actually, look at as a society, everybody looks up to all these fucking actors and shit. Want to
Leo
be like,
DiCaprio. I already know where you're going. Leo DiCaprio, Not Wesley Snipes. Shit.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson, Big Show from WWE, vapes.
Yep.
I don't know if everybody knew that.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
But they won't come out for the vape. Oh, I mean, they won't come out and say, you know, look, I'm pro vaping, you know. And honestly, if it would, it would probably back down just a little bit, but
Unfortunately, it's all about the money. They can't get the taxes on this stuff because it's not deadly. That's how they get it on cigarettes. They always mention, oh, it's for the kids, it's for the health. We have to get more money for health. And where's it end up going? The politicians' pockets.
I know I'm dealing with a possible 68% luxury tax on vaping in my state.
yeah, I should say, don't go to the point where they said that you're saying that they ain't getting nothing off of vaping, because the government's getting their cut. I mean, they getting a cut of it. All these taxes and everything that these cities are putting in.
Oh, yeah, they're getting a cut because a vape shop just opened to get a tobacco license in Arkansas.
Yeah.
What is it, 125,000 tobacco license?
Holy.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's just a start.
How does a small shop come up with that kind of money?
Well, that's the problem. All the shops in my area are not small shops. They are, let's just say they're like McDonald's.
Chains.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's at least 4 shops in Jonesboro alone that are all chains.
Okay, because
And the most popular shop is Vape 627. They have 4 shops in just northeast Arkansas and 2 shops in southeastern Missouri.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I don't want to. If Yoshi sees this, and he's probably going to call me and be like, "You misquoted." Sorry.
But you get to the point where the small mom and pop stores,
Yeah, they're done.
they put everything out, but a bank right now will not loan you if you are going into a vape, you know, if you're going to be spending it on like opening up a vape shop and stuff.
Yeah.
The banks are making it so damn hard that they won't cover them.
Yeah.
They won't float the loan for them or nothing.
Because they group them with cigarettes and they hear the rumors, oh, it's bad, just as bad. Look at all the kids that vape. Look at all the danger.
Yep. It's
Hold
just
on.
all the FDA bullshit.
But it's not. It's the same thing as cigarettes, though.
Oh yeah.
Kids are still able to get at cigarettes just as much as vaping. So, and it's the parents that are enabling this, anyways.
Well, yes, to a point. I mean, but that goes back to, you know, you get a guy going into, let's just, because I like fucking with trucking. They go into a Circle K, buy 20 joules.
Yep.
Where that guy behind the counter, where's his common sense going? You know, this guy's not going to use 20 fucking joules. You know.
Most convenience stores and things like that, they're paid minimum wage. They're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, or, you know, a little older. I'm not talking for the manager, but I would think the manager would probably say, if you can sell it, sell it. Who cares? It's money in my pocket. Look at all the cigarettes, how many kids get it. I mean, yeah, they can get it on the internet and they can get it, you know, from maybe, but they're getting it. They're walking into places. Right down the street from me, the gas station in T has been shut down twice for selling to kids. And the other day, I went to stop get something to drink, last week, and there it is. They looked 15, 16 years old. They asked for a carton of cigarettes each. No ID, nothing. Put the money, you put the $200 on the counter, 2 cartons of cigarettes, a little bit of change, and they walked out giggling. So.
But yet, it's our fault that, you know, they're getting this stuff. Well,
That's an excuse.
I got a couple vape shops near me that limit the amount of pod mods that you can buy.
God.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Well, they only do it, on the pod mods, like the Jewel and stuff. They put a limit up, you can only buy, 5 or 10, whatever it is, at a time.
That's how it should be.
And if they see that you're coming in every other day and buying that many, they put a flag in their computer system, and it stops the cashier from actually being able to sell them to them for a while.
Yeah, good. That's how it should be. But unfortunately, that's a couple of stores, a couple of chains. That's it. Around here, I mean, yeah, Cumberland Farms. They do have it a sign behind that says, I think the limit is 5. You can buy 5 dual pod packages, 5 of the Cigalikes or whatever. That's it. That's your limit.
What
Mix
you got
it.
there, Marcius?
What's that?
What you got there?
Death Wish Ghost. The Death Wish mods Ghost. Or Goat, sorry. Goat.
Wow, nice.
Gold Goat.
Nice looking mop.
Breaking me out some Broke Dick, prepaid, Magnum flavor. What are y'all doing tonight?
Oh, see, that reminded me of another topic I was going to discuss with everybody. Another issue with sub-ohm tank coils is that they're not really made to handle juices with a lot of sweetener in them.
Sweetener will gunk your coils up pretty bad, but typically sweeteners you kind of want to stay away from if you're doing like an RDA. If you're doing a sub-ohm tank like a smock or any form of that kind of little cylinder, sub-ohm, then it really won't bother you. But once you get into like RDAs and RTAs, RDTAs, you can rip it way too high for the sugar, and it solidifies and gunks your coils, and that changes shit every couple of days.
Well, it does the same thing to sub-ohm tanks as well, because I can't tell you how many times I've had buddies ask me what the hell's going on. I look at their coil head, and it looks like they have a cylinder of charcoal in there.
Black. Yep, black.
And it also depends on what type of wire they're using, whether it's just round wire or the mesh wire, to how long it will last.
Well, it's it's twofold. One is the sugar concentration, and 2, it's the wattage or the amperage, the overall watts that you put on that juice. And sugar don't play nice with high shit. And when you run stuff like 0.0, I'm not supposed to tell you because Mooch told me not to, kind of, runs, then yeah. Yeah, I can't do a lot of sugar in my stuff.
The Freemax Mesh Pro, this quad coil has been in here now for about 2 weeks, and it's still throwing flavor.
Oh shit.
So,
Well, then the juice you probably got probably doesn't have a whole lot of sweetener in it.
no, I'm using right now E-Liquid Depot. I have no idea what the sugar.
It looks like it because it's really dark.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me pull my shit up where I'm pinned. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing.
Wow.
So those are stainless steel, 100%, 0.0. I'm not even going to mention it, but those are Fralians, and they work. It's a 20S 18650 pushing it.
Ooh.
So I ain't playing.
No, you're not. Like for me, I don't like juices that have I actually don't like juices that have any sweetener at all. That's kind of why I went to DIY, so I can eliminate the sweetener. Because for me, with the way I vape, if I vape a really sweet juice, I can taste the sweetener separate from the flavor.
Yeah, like Broke Dick's water cup. That one's a little too lemony and sweet. I loaded it up in the Guillotine Wismec 2700, and I love the deck on this thing. I hate the mod, but I love the deck. but it's too sweet, too lemony, too much of a throat hit.
Of course, Mr. Salad down there, he likes juices that are so sweet, one hit and you got a cavity.
Yeah,
No,
that'll do it.
not a cavity. Diabetic shock.
Yeah, that'll give you dog limp. Shit.
Of course, Friday night at work, when me and him met up outside the dock area for break, I want him to try it because I had a new flavor that I was trying out. And I want him to try it. And he went, "That's hot." It's also because I have a triple strand twisted 24 gauge triple build in here.
Oh,
Let's see. This is a Nick Divine 83 stainless steel Fairlians. What do we got here? 8.3s with 24 and a 36. 3 millimeter inside diameter 5 wrap. Pulls a sub-zero. Yeah.
Yeah, and Divine, I watch his live streams from time to time. He don't mess around with his builds.
No, I mean, he's actually doing something seriously cool. And for y'all that don't know, I'm going to tell you, he's doing something seriously cool. Like, this guy's been building coils, like, since people started building fucking coils, okay? Like, he's, like, one of the old guys that just don't give a fuck anymore because he's been doing it for 5-6 years, right? Like, how long we've been vaping RDA? So, like, they were making these things, like, long time ago. So he's old school. He's doing these videos to show people what he knows. He don't want fuck out of it. He doesn't monetize any of his stuff. He's not sponsored. He don't give a shit. He just wants everybody to know because he's promoting vaping. So, yeah, N Divine 83. Check that dude out, man. He's playing it for real.
I saw him make a alien using a very small micro Clapton as the alien wrap.
Yeah, he'll go all the way up to 46 gauge, and it's like, how do you even see that shit? And you don't wear any goggles or nothing. I'm too old for that shit. I can't see it. I mean, I roll a bunch of my own stuff, but yeah, I get about 40 and I'm about done.
See, the most fancy I can do is probably a Clapton, a single core Clapton that is twisted. That's probably the best I can do as far as fancy.
Swivel and a drill and some time to kill, a couple of beers, and I'd be surprised what you come up with.
like anything,
Yeah.
practice. That's it. He practice, but like you said, Divine's been doing it for 6 years. For him, it's probably he could do it with his eyes closed.
Okay, quick question for you guys, one at a time. But for building, what deck do you prefer to start teaching people on?
Goon 1.5.
Do it.
Goon 1.5.
1 point, is that the deck?
No,
Yeah.
that's he wants to know what type of deck.
1 point.
The Goon 1.5 deck is like one of the easiest to build large builds on in a
Lifestyle.
25 millimeter head. Otherwise, you go to a Death Wish 30 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
I
have
would
to.
say, honestly, the drop or Dead Rabbit are two of the easiest to build on.
If you got a Goon, I'll give you my drop right now. It's right here. You can have it. I got a box, receipt, a whole fucking nine. I don't like it. I build too low for it, and the coils are too high. I don't care for it.
Huh.
It's just because the coils are too high for, my my sub sub shit. I mean, worst balls, I put it on a smock just because I don't trust little son of a bitch.
Okay, Bear.
I would go with the easiest one to teach somebody on would be velocity style, which is the 2-post, 4 holes, because at that point all the leads are separate from each other. You ain't gonna move shit around to get to a lead. They're all right there in the clearing to cut off.
But what's your go-to deck?
Velocity style, like
Would that be the Twisted Messes or the Twisted Messes squared? What
Not
is
the squared. No. The 24 or the 25 aren't bad. The Goon 1.5 is kind of like it. The new Bonza 1.5 is kind of like it. Any of those that allow you to put nice wide coils on with wide spacing, so you don't have to, crimp back the legs, and like curl your coil. Everybody hates that, you want a wide deck for the posts.
right?
So as long as you're staying in a 24, 25 mil, then all those are good that give you the wide pins. But they allow you to do like the wider stuff because they've got kind of like a guillotine or a smashing, width about like you couldn't put like an alien in it and not crush the ends if it was a different style.
Okay.
So anything that's like a guillotine style, clamp system is good for beginning builders because it's really easy, really wide, easy to deal with, and you don't worry about that part. You just deal with your builds.
Another one that's an easy one to build on, another RDA that's easy to build on, is the BTFC.
yes,
I mean, literally drop them in there, cut the damn leads, and you're good.
Like the drop is really easy. You can just put them in there. You got a little ramp that pushes the wire out of the way, and you can lock them in and clip them off, and it's awesome.
So salad, this is what I was talking about.
Double up, right on.
Where each lead has its own hole, and they're completely clear of the other coil, so that way you can get them move them around to clip the access off.
Okay. And then the pressure systems on the side.
Yep, the clutch is usually mounted on the side. Which almost kind of pains me in a way because the velocity style is probably the easiest deck to build on, but no one really uses it anymore.
We're all fancy.
Like in my the Titan and the Aromizer Plus, it's postless decks that are in there. Those are a pain in the ass, but that's what I learned to build on.
I got this old what the hell is this thing? No, this isn't the Sublime Innovation. This is a Mutation X version 4. Man, this little thing, it's a 22 mil and it chucks, dude, just as much as a goat, it chucks. And it's a little 4-post, little tiny thing. What I got? 4 wraps.
Damn.
Angry. Got to build them angry.
What's the build on that one?
Fuck, I don't know, but I'll tell you.
But as far as like overall, like if sadly, there's been a lot of deck configurations over the years as RDA's gotten more, more advanced or better built. All I can really say to people is find what works for you.
Yeah.
Which right now, probably one of the easiest decks to build on that's currently still being used is something similar to the drop.
It won't even fire it. That's a 0.134.
Oh, okay.
That little AL85 won't hit it. It's like, nope, can't do it with this equipment.
All right, guys, I need a vape. I'll be right back. Can't vape in the house.
Sorry, guys. I've been helping a friend out right now. He's going through a little bit of a tough time.
Right on.
Jesus Christ.
It's good to have friends like that. I have a few, well, kind of.
Yeah, we had a lot of people bow out. We're down all the way down to six people.
That's because Ryan's on right now and he's got Jay on his show.
Oh,
Get that thing out of here.
Lost my train of thought there. Which ain't very hard, unfortunately.
That's fucking useless.
But
Hey, here we go.
I'm gonna try to keep this stream a little shorter because I can't do another 5 hour. Especially, at least not for a while. However, I have been thinking about doing a chair. Truck and Vapes is going to be doing a live stream, a 24-hour live stream for Tia. I myself am also thinking about doing one. Probably maybe the weekend after he does it, or
I'd give it a little bit of time in between them.
yeah.
Just because, if you do it back to back, you ain't going to raise much money for.
right.
If you give it some time in between each one, then it, at least in theory, would work better.
Oh, that reminds me. Fuck, I'm glad you said something. You just broke 200 in your subscriber base, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll donate. I'll donate to the cause. Good for you, dude. A 24 millimeter Addy stand or a 30 millimeter. Do what you want with them. Give them out to your subs or something for your 200 gaw.
All right, man.
I made a bunch of them over the weekend.
Do you have a Instagram?
Yeah. I got bored.
Nice.
Jeez.
Ooh, that's nice.
I say, hit me up on Instagram.
All right. Let me hunt it down.
Matt, be watching this week. Fagan is going to put out a video on the bulk. He's got 100 coming in that he's going to be sending out to not just the top reviewers, but he's going to have the list on how the smaller reviewers can get a hold of one to review. So be watching out for that video.
Yeah, so I added you, but the computers don't let me fucking message you.
You got it. Do you got it on your phone?
Yeah, I just didn't add him through that.
Well, as long as you've added him on Instagram, if you go on your phone, you should be able to hit the little, looks like a little plane for direct message. Because I can't do it on my laptop. I have to go to my phone in order to direct message anybody.
Yeah. I got a little over 30 years in electronics and computers. It's still a pain in the ass. They do it on purpose.
That's what my son says. That's what he's going to school for. I mean, straight A's in college, and he's always telling me, "So how's your computer doing?" Piece of junk. I can't stand.
Yeah.
Well, he went and originally bought it at Walmart for $300 and upgraded it. Processor, memory, video card,
That started badly.
and he's constantly repairing something.
I'm going to be upgrading my computer.
Good.
Be happy to help.
I have to get a computer upgrade. I'm hoping next month. I don't care. Just something that I can.
Honestly, look into Cyberlink. Their computers are really, really good. And yes, it's a gaming computer, but it runs smoothly. When you just get a regular computer just for like a laptop or anything like that, don't go for just business ones. Go for gaming computers because it runs faster. It's meant to be for speed.
Yeah, it's the megahertz value of the RAM, the speed of the hard drive, the power of the graphics card, the power of the CPU. Gaming computers basically can take on the hardest of computing. So whatever you're going to do that isn't high-end gaming, it'll eat it for breakfast.
But it's money. That's my big thing.
Well, if you know what you're going to do, and then you can build a computer that'll do that really well and won't do anything other than that because that's what you wanted it to do. But it has the expansion level to do other stuff too if you wanted to add on to it later on.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's kind of neat. It's a little MacGyver puzzle that you can like add cool shit to. Take slow stuff out and put in really fast things, and fun stuff happens. So
back in the Pentium days and during Windows 95,
shit, I started with Radio Shack TRS-80 Model 1 in like 85.
I started
we
with
couldn't even save shit.
an Atari 400 XL in 1983.
I remember that one, yeah. And the Commodore, and there was another one. Start with T, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, after we couldn't save anything, then it came to we could save it to a Radio Shack cassette tape. That was fun. Yeah. Yeah, I've been around a bit.
Yeah, I used to have the cassette. That was how I saved it, my cassette tape drive.
Hey, I found a way to message him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're all talking about hitting 200 subs, which is great. Congratulations, Monster Man. I'm currently at 13, but I refuse to quit. I
had one channel I got to I don't know, 300-400, and it was really cool, but I got a divorce, so I ended up letting the channel go too.
No, I really don't do much during the day. My disability doesn't allow me to do too much, so I can now do this, and it helps.
All right, Monster Man, I sent you an Instagram message. Finally, it's like watching the fucking grass grow.
Wait, finally what?
I sent an Instagram message.
Oh.
I think I don't know. Maybe I should go watch a season of Game of Thrones or something now. I don't know. I never watched any of that shit either.
How long have you been live for?
What's that?
How long have you been live for? About 2.5 hours, I think.
110 minutes ago.
So 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Not quite. 110 minutes. So yeah, we're just about to.
I'm showing hour 50 minutes and pile of seconds.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna try to keep this one short, just because the last 5 hours show.
Yeah.
And plus, I was drinking, so I was like, "Yeah, my brain is losing functionality quick."
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
What was this? Well, we gotta finish
Actually,
what
you
it's
weren't
about,
even
right?
drinking that
Finding the
night, I
best
was.
setups, juices, stories. So we pretty much ran our mouths and covered stories, setups a little bit, juices. What do y'all like? K-Cat, what do you like?
Well, right now I've been trying the mango and pineapple. I do like the flavor. I'm thinking of trying a lemon flavor. So, because I like the fruits more so. Again, but I have to be cautious because of my peanut allergy, so I have to make sure I choose wisely. Luckily, they allow me to test it before I buy it, thankfully. And they're also knowledgeable about their juices because they make their own juices, so they always direct me towards theirs because they know exactly what's in it. And I'm also still waiting for Buddy to basically message me back.
Me, it's right now it's strawberry banana cream Frontier from E-Liquid Depot. It's very good. That mixed with peanut butter rocket. Oh, it's good.
He's like, oh.
Oh, I love peanut butter. It's good.
I do mainly the candies and fruits, but with my channel, I try to sample about whatever comes in. So
Yeah, I used to be I'm a big candy, fruity guy, but peanut butter rocket's pretty good.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 10 bottles just within 2 feet of me.
Of course, I DIY, so I kind of stick to what the flavors I know usually.
I like the fruits, the tropicals, and some blueberries.
I pulled up some videos for you.
No, I didn't call you. Technology, too much.
Pretty soon, everybody will sit in their chair. They'll say, "Turn the TV on."
Monster Man, what'd you have? That big 30 mil? Is that the Modzilla or something like that?
I wish it was called that. No, I got the Titan from Steam Grave.
That's a beast.
Yeah. 28.
that's small compared to the other one he's got.
.52 millimeter Colorado.
Oh,
Holy shit. 52. I don't think there is there's
Titan at
nothing
41.
you can put a 52 on, is there?
So the Titan at 41, Colorado at 52.
I'm thinking like the Cholula and man, fuck, there's nothing that big.
No, there's not a mod that is for a 52 millimeter.
No.
The
Well,
one that has it don't look too bad on there, even though it's got some overhang on it.
I think 44 or 45 as big as they get, somewhere in there.
Well, hopefully the mod I'm getting made, hopefully be here in the next couple of weeks, will be big enough to hold.
Oh shit! What?
yeah.
Oh, I'll show it. Let's see here.
Where do you see it?
Oh, so you got a real mod?
I got a big bastard coming in.
He got a 454 mod. All right.
I would say more like a 632.
Oh shit. Yeah, the way, Roush, come through.
The only thing I have is the Titan.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I've got.
That's 30, 32, somewhere in there, isn't it?
Titan's 41.
41. Holy fuck.
Titan's 41. I've got an Aromomizer Plus that's 30. And I have the Fuck Pig, which is 30. FD.
The profile next to the Titan.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh,
Makes you
Here.
want to pet it. Give it a name.
There. That's a better one.
That is ridiculous. Oh my god.
You have to be a star at puzzles to be able to assemble and disassemble this thing.
yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of which, I need to work on my website.
Right, I'm gonna take off. And
All right,
so
man.
Hey, Alexa.
I'm gonna make a video and then head to bed.
All right,
All right,
Toothless.
Toothless.
See you, Toothless.
Okay. See you later. Thanks for
See you
having me
later.
on.
No
I'll-
problem, but anytime. Where the hell is that damn picture at?
Oh, so you know how we were talking about fish tanks the other night? I got a picture of my other fish tank. Much
Nice.
more clear.
Have you had salt water yet?
No, not yet. I haven't done a saltwater. I will be actually getting a 55-gallon, and I'm going to be setting up. Yeah, it's going to be extravagant. I'm moving all of these tanks. I'm going to be supporting this so I can hold the 55-gallon and a bunch of other little tanks underneath.
Right.
Those tanks on another shelf after I get my entire hairstyling station downstairs in the basement. But this is my other tank. If my camera will actually, focus.
You might want to log in Zoom on your phone and post it up that way.
I could do that too.
The host can pin a person and it prioritizes their image over the main screen.
Well, Marcius, here is the mod I'm getting built.
I don't have Zoom on here.
Let's see where you're at. Hold on.
I'm
All right.
going to send it to you, Salad, so you can post it for me to show him.
CC.
You see it, Marcius?
No. What am I looking at?
That's the mod he's having built.
This little
that
image over here on the. Oh shit! Oh, that. Ooh, that's sexy as shit.
That is gonna be a DNA 400 mod with a lipo pack.
Yeah, I heard that the 250 chip can run anything from like 200 all the way up into almost 400 or some odd watt.
Yep.
You can run like 4S on it and do whatever the hell you want. It's just how you run the wiring on the outputs of the actual chip, itself. And I'm like, well, interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, DNA is very flexible when it comes to their wiring.
Yeah, I didn't know the board is just how you wire it. It'll run all the way to 4 or 5S. I don't remember, but yeah, it'll do like 400 some odd watt. No problem. Chip will do it. I'm like, who the fuck needs that? It's like 4 ohm on a Steam Crave 40 or something, Like, oh my God, you could choke a room.
Okay, Marcius.
Yeah.
So this is the photo I was showing you. There you go. That's my tank.
Before the train wreck, that's the tank.
Well, that's my tank. If you're wondering why there's a huge time skip or blocking out, actually, I might as well just do the whole time skip thingy.
It was just moon unit. It's okay.
But yeah, so that is my tank. It doesn't have as many fish in there right now because I'm trying to get the plants to grow. The other light that I had in there was actually burning the plants, as you can see there. And I had to do a huge trimming and one of my NBS's plants actually died because the light wasn't hitting it. So right now I'm using a temp light. Eventually I'm going to get these 2 little lights that are absolutely awesome looking. So yeah, that is my tank. You can see my lovely Corey. And I think that's one of my betas in there. Yeah, beta's in the back. No, that's not my beta. Those are my platies. That one is actually my silver tip tail tetra.
I'm all kinds of fail tonight. But she built all of this, the platforms on the back, all of it. Aside from that rock and that rock, obviously those and the pebbles.
But I built an actual cave underneath, as you can see, for the cories. And then all the fish like going down there just so they can hide from the light. But then once food comes, they're like, hello. And the cories were dancing. If you've ever seen cories dance, I'm going to try and get an actual video of them when I build the 13 by 13 tank. They actually start jumping into the, like off the ground. They propel themselves up and they start going side. It's the most cutest thing ever. I did have 3 other cories in there, but I think they might have died or they're really good at hiding. Not sure. Or they grew. But yeah, that's my 20 gallon. And eventually I'll have a 55 gallon, which I'm thinking of doing a step-by-step of how I'm setting it up and how I'm doing it. So.
I went all the way up to, I got a leak in my 200 and I went up to 300 and I had a whole reef tank 8 foot long and it is so cool. It's like you don't even want to leave the house. It's like, why? We can cook at home. I just want to sit here and watch a fish tank. It's cool. It's worth it.
But all right, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Never mind. We'll let him show.
Ooh, pretty colors.
That's stainless steel.
Yeah, that's the unholy V1 deck that I've got on my goat. But since Coilmaster sucks and I blew up their little ohm reader, I have to put it on my smock to read the ohms on it. And I totally trashed him. I made a little video. I was like, fuck you. And I ripped Coilmaster like, oh my God, like stepkids, raped them. And they sent me another one, brand new.
Oh, wow.
I don't understand. I mean, it works, but I don't trust it. Still in the box. All the way from Shenzhen. How do you do stuff?
You have a red square that says stop share. Right at the top of your screen.
Oh, there it is. I'm looking for it. Like, how do you pull that off?
But all right, y'all, I'm going to end the stream here just so we can fix this little issue before YouTube.
I love the blush
in my head.
now.
Accidents happen, Sal. We'll get it fixed. Don't worry about it.
I'm quick what I do.
So I'm going to end the stream here just so we can get that fixed. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, everyone who came on the panel. As always, it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. Go check out TCAT on TCAT's Corner on Twitch. Check out The Salad on Twitch. Go check out Vapin' Joe M on YouTube. And Marcius, always a pleasure having you on, brother.
Appreciate it.
So like always, guys, until next time, Monster Man Vapes and friends signing off.
Keep it saucy.
Stay cloudy.